I have these medicine cabinets, 2 of them. All dirty here on the top, rusted on the side. These I'm sure were expensive. They go in the bathroom upstairs. They've been painted, appears to be, with brush. The goal I have is to scratch them up with 220 best I can. Maybe the places over here with all the ridges, maybe I just use a Scotch-Brite or something like that. A Scotch-Brite, maybe a maroon one. But I'm going to hit this with some spray paint. Make them all nice and shiny so that they look like new. Okay, so a little bit better look. This is what the inside of these cabinets look like. This medicine cabinet. Like I say, it's definitely been brushed before. There's a lot of hand sanding to do to try to freshen this up. I pulled the magnets off. Okay. Well, the deal is that I just got a drywall sponge. I don't want to have to run up to the garage to get a sanding disc, but I think definitely going to need to use something in order to you know, get this sanded down with a little bit of efficiency. Going to stay away from the chrome on the edges, and going to sand this up the best I can. I mean, the goal is to make the bathroom look nice without spending a fortune. This cabinet on the left, that's prepped. I'm good with this. I'm going to paint it. I've vacuumed it, scuffed it all with 220. Good enough. This cabinet on the right hasn't been done yet. I removed these cabinets a few weeks ago because my wife wanted a new bathroom faucet, and she wanted a new light above the sink. Well, the light that was up there was like real long, kind of like this light here. Okay, and I knew that when that light came down, there was going to need to be some drywall repair, and these mirrors were there, and I figured, okay, you know, it goes from a faucet to a light fixture, and the next thing you know, the medicine cabinet is a piece of junk. Well, so I took the medicine cabinets out. She comes home and says, "Why'd you take the medicine cabinets out?" Well, obviously, you know, she's somebody that likes things done nice, and she likes things, you know, if you're going to go through the trouble of painting the bathroom and putting in light fixtures and changing the faucet, you want it to look like it's been done right. Well, anyhow, you know, there's no substitute for determination. Quality, you cannot achieve quality without determination. So, you know, you got to sand. Okay, sanding. Nobody likes to sand. I don't like to sand. But if you don't sand and you don't get it down to where it looks good, or not good, but to where it looks bad, where all the glossy stuff's gone and all the old paint streaks are gone, well, you're not going to have a nice looking job. When it comes to sanding, you know, you can use a little wooden block. This whole project's going to be done with just crude tools. Nothing but some 220 sandpaper and a sanding block, which you could use a piece of wood or anything. And what else? Effort and determination. And some cheap old Rustoleum or something, okay? That's all I'm going to use. Is I'm going to probably hit it with some Kilz and then hit it with some gloss Rustoleum and a little masking tape. But the point is that you have to keep at it. Here's a tip on using the sandpaper, okay? Do your big pieces first, your long streaks. Okay, whatever you can do, and you know, go in opposite directions, in different directions. Use a shop vac. Go ahead and keep the dust off, because the dust can clog the sandpaper. Don't be cheap with the sandpaper. Make sure you have ample enough of it and change it frequently. The reason you do the long strokes on the board first is because when you're done, you can just rip these off, and then you can use these pieces that are left over here that are brand new for doing the tight corners. The things that you have to do by hand, where you have to get in there and do it like all the corners and stuff. So you rip off this edge here, you fold it, and then you do the corners. So just trying to give some pointers. After sanding and cleaning, you need to set yourself up a space where you can do the painting and mask off anything you don't want to get paint on. Take the time to do a good job with that. I'm not going to even attempt to try to show the painting process because I'm just over here with a handheld phone, and it's just too much nooks and crannies and everything. But when you paint, you want to shake your can vigorously for a couple of minutes before you start. You want to, I'm going to say, stay no more than 8 inches away from your work. Go in light streaks or light full motions and release the trigger when you come to the end of the area you want to work. And anyhow, you can see, I'm sure you can find videos on how to spray paint, and you can figure that out on some test work. But you definitely want to keep going continuously, stay the same distance away, and release the trigger when you come to the end of your work. So I sprayed this Kilz Original on the interior, well, on everything that needed to be done. Looks pretty decent. Pretty difficult to spray something like this with a rattle can because it kind of squirts out in a straight stream. But I don't have any runs. It looks like I got decent coverage. I went through one whole rattle can. The trick is that you better figure out a position. I had it laying down at first, but that wasn't going to work because you can't spray upside down. You can't have the can's got to be pretty much vertical or it doesn't come out right. Here's what these mirrors look like. Couple coats of primer, couple coats of top coat, Rustoleum gloss. Got the metal shelves to go in here, little brackets with glass shelves. Here's the other one. Beautiful.